Hey guys, Jimmy Ray here. I was just wanting to tell you guys about a product that I've been using. Been using it for about a year now, and I didn't really expect it to be what it's turned out to be for me. It has really turned out to be a go-to product for me when I'm kayak fishing, crappie fishing, boat fishing, bank fishing, dock fishing, mostly kayak fishing. But anyways, let's. It's called a Mustad fast latch clip, and I use size 0. It fits all my crappie jigs. I've used it on a lot of top water bass, and even some crankbaits and shaky heads, and caught some decent sized bass on it. First of all, normally when I crappie fish, I've always used a polymer knot. I've never been a big fan of the loop knot because it uses up a lot of string, and I just never seem to be able to get it right. I'd have breaks at the knot, and I don't like having breaks at the knot. And with the polymer knot, I never had that. I always use 10 to 15 pound braid when I crappie fish, and on most of my top water stuff, especially with bass fishing, and when I'm using jigs and heavy cover and stuff like that. And that's my line cutter ring. It used to be a ring. I mounted it on my whistle. Must have for every kayak fisherman is a whistle. Crappie counters are great to have too. This thing right here, every fisherman period should have one of these in their arsenal. It is a line cutter. They make a flat mount one now. I had modified my original ring. But anyways, okay, so when you're fishing for crappie, you want that horizontal presentation. So with a polymer knot, or even a regular fisherman's knot, when you get that first strike and you miss it, all of a sudden you lose that horizontal presentation. A lot of times you're nowhere near it, and you try to drop it back down and you wonder why you don't get a bite. Well, it doesn't look right, so they're not going to bite it. So you have to reel up, realign, and it's just a pain in the butt, especially when they're feeding actively and you're getting a lot of tinks, and you've got small ones mixed in there, so you're getting these tinks and you're not able to get them. These bumps, we call them tinks, getting these strikes and you're not able to get them in. So you take this little fast latch, and I again tie it on with a polymer knot because it's super strong knot, and I have never had that knot fail on me. That line fail on me. I hadn't had the knot fail. So anyways, tie this little sucker on with a polymer knot. And you can see how if you break off or whatever, or you got to change size, tying knots over and over again, it can get cumbersome, and especially in a kayak when you're out and it's windy and you're bouncing around. You've got issues going on. So anyways, you tie this thing on with this polymer knot, and it goes onto your jig. Just pump it right through the hole, give it a little twist, and there you go. Every time you get hit, it pops right back to that horizontal position in the water. This thing's going to float a little bit, so it's going to give you that nice horizontal position every time. This fast latch, it is a lifesaver little thing. Sorry, I got a little bit of line left on there. I didn't get it all off with my line cutter. That's what pliers are for. But anyways, so just wanted to show you guys how cool this is. I always thought, you see that bend in it. I always thought that thing, if I got hung up, would straighten out or bend, or I'd lose a fish. I catch lots of big crappie. I've caught a lot of bass, a lot of catfish with this thing, especially when you're fishing standing timber, drum. You catch big fish, and I've caught big fish on this thing, and I've never lost one because of this fast latch system. I've gotten hung up a lot. I hadn't broke off a lot. I've straightened a lot of hooks. I use, like I said, 12 to 15 pound or 10 to 15 pound braid. These hooks, crappie hooks, it only takes about 6-8 pounds of pressure to straighten them out. So you can straighten out hooks, pull it back up, bend it right back with your pliers, right back to fishing. I love it. Love it. Mustad, fast latch clip, size 0. 12 of them will last you at least 6 months, even if you fish as much as I do. So I just want to tell you guys about it. Give you an opportunity to check it out. I had to order these online. Nobody around here carries them. I don't know why, because they're an amazing product. So check them out.